Okay, story time about the time that I got attacked by a stray cat in the street at 7 months pregnant. I'm walking my dog on our usual route, never have a problem. And as we're walking, I see this cat in a driveway, and there's like a car parked in the street in front of the driveway with a bunch of women around it. The cat is in the driveway itself. I have never in my life avoided a cat with Vigo, but something inside me said, go around the cat. I don't know why, I just thought go around the cat. If you know us or Vigo, you'll know that he has never had a problem with cats. In our last house, we had 2 cats that lived outside of our house, so he grew up from the time he was a puppy being around cats. He's never chased a cat, barked at a cat. He's never had a problem with cats. But again, for some reason, something inside of me was like, stay away from that cat. So I actually walked onto the grass. So if this is the driveway, this is the sidewalk, and there's grass here between the road and the sidewalk. I walk into the grass to walk around this cat. And all of a sudden, I hear this hissing noise. And I turn around, and I must have been like 10 feet from this cat, but this cat was running towards Vigo and trying to scratch him and attack him. I'd never seen anything like it. I've seen a cat kind of swat at something that was getting a little bit too close. Not only was Vigo not interested in this cat, we had, as I said, walked around this cat to try and avoid him. So this cat is coming at us, and in my experience, cats tend to be pretty skittish. So I tried to get between Vigo and the cat and go shoo, shoo, and kind of stomp my foot. The cat then comes for me and is swiping at me, hissing at me. I'm trying to step back to get away. I'm holding Vigo in my hand as well. He's trying to run away because he doesn't know what the hell's going on. I fell. I scratched my leg up. I was bleeding on my leg. I had a bruise on my head. And of course, I'm 7 months pregnant and I was just terrified. So I stood up and I think I was just in shock, and I turned to those women and I'm like, what's wrong with that cat? And I started crying. I was bawling. They were like, it's a stray cat. It's a stray cat. Your dog was getting too close to him. And I was like, he was nowhere near that cat. They then realized I was pregnant. They were like, oh my gosh, you're pregnant. Where do you live? We'll take you home. And I was like a 5-minute walk from home, and I was crying, and I had Vigo, and Vigo was a little bit shaken. I just said, I'm fine. And I walked and I called my husband, and I was like, I fell. It's funny and it's not funny. Like, it's funny now. It was significantly less funny at the time, especially when I was like worried about the baby and worried about like having fallen pregnant. So my husband leaves the house, doesn't even lock the door. He just comes running. I think that's really sweet that he didn't even lock the door. And he comes and finds us and he walks us home. And I've never been attacked by a cat like that before, where you're trying to escape and they're continuing to pursue you. It reminded me why I'm not a cat person. This is why, especially being pregnant, I'm nervous about taking Vigo to parks by myself or doing anything with him where I might have to kind of defend him in some way. Unless we're going to meet up with dogs that I know, I just don't feel comfortable doing it. Yeah, that's how I got attacked by a stray cat.